Chief Executive of Petrofac, Ayman Asfari, is with us. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. It's great to speak to you again. In terms of what we see, you know, oil producers have benefited, of course, for the price of oil going up. Now that price of oil is going down. But how much production can you put out there on the market to stay at these kind of levels and the trend that we saw on these quarterly results?
Well, I think from a point of view of supply, I still believe that the industry is challenged to meet demands. What we've seen with the softness of oil prices right now is as a result of concerns about slowdown in demand, about double dip and so on. But really the supply chain in the industry continues to be quite constrained. We're seeing difficulties everywhere in the supply chain. So, you know, our industry, unfortunately, we have it's a finite resource that's getting increasingly more difficult to produce. So it will take a lot more effort to produce these resources. Now, obviously, if the demand decreases, and I think really everything we've seen with the oil price has been impacted by the perception of demand much more than any change.
The natural demand.
Natural demand, and I think it's a perception of demand much more than fundamentals and change in the supply chain.
Can I ask you your outlook for the second half in terms of oil services and also drilling for the second half of the year?
Well, we are seeing increased demand in lots of places in the world. We've seen some increased competition in the Middle East, but we've seen a lot of demand for our services. We have recently secured some business in Mexico. Mexico has opened up for these types of contracts.
For the first time, in fact, it's opened up.
First time in 70 years. So we're seeing new provinces that are finding that without the use of expertise of Western oil and gas service companies, it's difficult for them to meet their demand challenges.
But does it mean that actually drilling will increase already in the second half of the year, or will that come in next year?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if I can time it for second half, but we haven't seen a fundamental slowdown in the demand for our services. The demand continues to be robust. I can't judge how the requirements in the market for oil are going to be. Are we going to get into double dip? Is the perception going to be that we're going to have less demand for oil? But on the whole, the demand for the services continues to be quite robust.
Overall, will you make more money, or is it still just too difficult to predict because of the risk of a double dip recession?
Well, actually, we were one of the very few companies that have said that we are going to double our earnings by 2015. Very few companies have been able to come up with a statement and say that. We have said for this year, our guidance for this year is that we're going to grow at least 15%. We said we're going to be in line with the consensus. Consensus is about 19%, so even though it's only 7% in the first half for the overall year, it's just around under 20%. And we said that we will double our earnings throughout the year, and that's maintaining double-digit growth for the next 4 or 5 years. So we wouldn't say that had we not been confident that we can continue to obviously deliver.
Talk to me a little bit about Syria. Are you thinking of actually pulling out of Syria? We're hearing more and more, threats from the West of putting sanctions. Will that actually hurt, of course, the way that you do business over there?
Well, we had 2 major projects in Syria. Both of them have been completed, and we pulled most of our personnel from the country. We had a few people in the country carrying on some work in a maintenance period. We have pulled most of them out. We obviously watch the situation very carefully, and we care for the security of our people. I mean, I have to say that I do condemn the use of force that the government has used in the last 4 or 5 months. I was hoping that all this would be managed in a much more peaceful way.
And of course, you're also Syrian-born. Does it make you feel angry?
I mean, I'm appalled and upset with what's happening, and I absolutely support the legitimate demands of the people. The problem is the government has so far not admitted that there is a crisis, but hopefully we will see an end to this that will spare people's lives.
Now, in Libya, it seems that we're almost at the end of the regime of the Gaddafi regime. How difficult is it for oil companies that were back in, 2-3 years ago to come back in and successfully actually get their operations back and running? How long would it take?
In Libya, the oil fields they've been kept intact. They have not been destroyed. I think it's going to be happening sooner rather than later. I mean, what we've seen now with the collapse of Tripoli, for instance, it happened much faster than anyone had predicted. So it's going to take a little while, and I think people who hope that after 42 years of tyrannical regime from one person, we're going to have a smooth transition overnight to a system that works is really very fanciful. It's going to be it's going to take some time.
Will you be pitching for business in Libya?
We hope to be able to go back to Libya. We haven't had any presence in the country before. We had a small office, but no meaningful business. We're hoping to be able to go back because they're going to need a lot of help and a lot of services.
Hopeful by the end of the year, or will it take that little bit longer?
No, I think it's going to be probably by the end of the year or sometime early next year.
All right, Mr. Asfari, great to speak to you. Thank you so much.